So guys, welcome to World Class Golf Instruction. Craig Hanson and Dr. Robert Neal, one of the world's leading biomechanics specialists. Guys, we have a great video here for you. We're looking at the essential areas of the swing, lowering your scores, but more consistent golf and a lower handicap. So let's get stuck into this video and give everyone a chance to play some much better golf. Now what we're trying to do is we're trying to get wide and we're trying to get low. Okay, so we're trying to get the hands nice and low, and we're going to be applying a lot of weight into this left leg. It's going to be bent. Okay, now this foot's going to be turned out a lot, and we're going to be having about 60 to even more, 70% of the weight on this left leg. Okay, so from this back view, we'll be setting the hands down very low. I see a lot of people, if people get their hands up high and get the grip through the stomach up here, the hands can't break. And when the hands can't break, we don't have any speed. It really is a weightless, relaxed motion. But to do that, we need to have some wrist break, and we need to get the hands low. Now, when we set the hands down low, we create also a little bit more loft on the club face, and it's going to help us shallow out the plane a little bit here. Now, we're not standing that far open on this shot. We've always been told, to so many people, the old style stand way open. We're not, we're only slightly open, and you're hitting quite square actually through. Your divot's only going to go slightly left of the target, but quite straight. Now we're opening up the face. Okay, so we get the sole of the club pointed more towards 10 o'clock. Now if some of you guys slicing the ball really badly, you could probably bring it over to 11 o'clock, okay? But you're looking at 10 o'clock, because if we have it at 12, the sand only flies to here. We hit it with the sharp leading edge. It's the only shot in golf where we don't hit the golf ball. We're hitting between 5 to 8 centimeters behind the ball, and when we're trying to hit, say, a standard shot of about 20 meters, you'll be looking at the sand flying out about 5 to 7 meters. So it's essential that we get this face open. So the ball's left. If you have trouble remembering it, think of it of like your driver on the heel or slightly inside the heel. You can experiment around with a few positions there. Flaring the left foot out, bending into this left knee, setting the club up at 10 o'clock. Hands are low, stance is wide, we're sitting down low. We swing back and create a right angle position, or an L position here. Okay, the right elbow is going to fold and the right wrist is going to break. As we come through, it's reverse. Left arm folds, left wrist breaks, and we get a reverse L position or a right angle hitting into a bent left leg. When the leg's bent, we'll slide. If it straightens like this, you've got no weight transference. We're setting up left, we're staying left, and we're moving left. Keeping your arms nice and soft. Don't get this right hand underneath. It's game over from there. When you set your hands low, you might see your third knuckle on your left hand, but get this right hand up on top. So we set it up left, we lean into this leg. We don't want the grip end to go too far forwards here, because we'll be digging too much, okay? So you can have, if you like, you can get the grip end slightly to the right of your belt buckle, at your belt buckle, or slightly left of your belt buckle, but we're not going to be creating a big shaft lean with this shot. Now when we're coming through, we want the club to release. Weights left, we stay left, and we move left. And you can see I hit into a solid left leg. You can see the angle on this right foot. It's moving in this direction. Very, very important. A great feel that a lot of people like is, if you can imagine, if I had a mirror glued to the middle of my palm here, when we're hitting through the shot, we could almost, the right palm points back at me, I can almost see myself in this mirror. It's a great feeling, and the hand works more in this fashion. We get more energy, we get the sole of the club hitting the sand correctly. We're not getting this look where the palm is pointed away from us, okay? It's more of an underneath release. When we get to here, we can definitely get this club, this end of this grip, pointing lower than the forearm. We're not looking for forward shaft lean on this shot. So hi everyone, right, the difference between putting well and putting good over 18 holes is around 10 to 14 shots. It's just a completely different day. We've got, over 92% of golfers aiming incorrectly with their putting, with a tendency either left or right, and they don't know they're doing it. Now in this video, we're going to go through some basic tips, clips here, a string line. Keep your putting consistent, under control. Notice your tendencies. You're going to putt much more consistent through time. Drop your handicaps, lower your scores, and keep your game more under control. Let's have a look at a couple of basic tips here in the setup and in aiming. It's really going to help all levels of golfers.
So looking at these string lines, the great thing is you can actually see the line on the putter, and the line, obviously, and you'll be looking at it from sort of this angle. You can just see whether you're aiming left or aiming right. Now guys, all of us have tendencies to aim left or right, and if you know them, you can keep them under control. Okay, so by a 3 meter putt, if we're just 0.5 of a degree off at impact left, we're going to be lipping out, or right, we're going to be lipping out to the right. So this getting your alignments perfectly under control, understanding also your tendencies. If you are the type of putter that, I'll say, if you have the tendency to aim right with your driver, I pretty much guarantee you'll be aiming right with your putter. So get stuck into these string lines. It's a great way to get self-feedback and self-assessment. You've got about 90% of the start direction is influenced by the face by putting, so you really got to train, maintain, and keep your putting alignment under control. So what you can actually do then is get some feedback, you know, when you're putting, also by the direction of your stroke. We've just got that one. We can sort of see sometimes if we're pulling the putter away to the left, we're pulling or pushing the putter, you know, too far to the right. And we can get some feedback to see whereabouts this putter head is. So if I get through the putt and we hit one, okay, nice and straight. By short putts, you want to be keeping the putter moving back quite straight. Okay, it may have a slight inside move to it. We want to be keeping it pretty close in and around here on your shorter putts. As you get back, obviously on your longer putts, it will slightly move on its arc, on its swing arc, slightly around back to here and slightly around. But on your short putts, guys, you're really getting your alignments correct. Building a stroke is very, very important, and you can see exactly where you're aiming, and you can finish off in this finish on this through swing and just have a look to see if that putter head's quite close there.
So hi everybody, we're looking at a station here with alignment rods for your driver, and very, very important. I'm just seeing so many people practicing everywhere with changing their ball positions constantly. Now you can see here I've just got 3 alignment sticks, 3 alignment rods. I've got 2 running parallel to my target line, and I'm using this 3rd alignment rod here for my ball position, and I'm just teeing the ball up directly opposite this tour stick here. Now there's obviously a few things that it does, so we can see that when we're standing, we can see that we can have the ball position either off the left heel or a ball width inside that heel. You guys have to experiment around with your best ball position there. It does vary somewhat, but if you're inside those parameters, you're getting very, very close. And when you're looking, the other advantage here is when you're using your waggle or taking the club away, you can actually see where outside is, you can actually see where inside is, and we can actually see where straight is, and also the same effect heading out through the golf ball. All right, so it's a really, really important thing if you're hitting from the same position to be on the driving range to get yourself set up the same every time. And then you get your shoulders set up nice and straight, get everything set up nice and straight, and then you can get in there and do your practice, and you know then that you're practicing effectively, that you're not standing there and wasting your time aiming left, aiming right, having different ball positions. It's just something that we're seeing a lot of the time with people having different ball positions and practicing their mistakes. This is your driver's station. Get yourself organized over the golf ball, guys. It should really, really help you out. World Class Golf Instruction has over 700 detailed videos for every golfer. Practice programs and evidence-based material is applied in helping you to become your own coach and play your best golf. Join us in the chat room and join the community of World Class Golf Instruction.